Mold, mildew, cockroaches, and rodents are serious asthma triggers, and they recognized that until the housing conditions changed, the children were going to continue to be coming back into the hospital again in respiratory distress.
We want our community better, and one of those basic ways to do that is improving substandard housing, to take away the word sub and bring it up to standard housing. That's what we're after, and we're glad that Greensboro is really showing the improvement.
What we want to do, how we want to help people live in a decent, healthy, affordable place. And in doing that, it takes you in a lot of directions.
Good morning, Greensboro Housing Coalition. How may I help you?
People call the office with every kind of housing question imaginable.
What is your situation, ma'am?
They're homeless and they're trying to find a place to spend the night. They're trying to buy their first home. They're about to be foreclosed on. The landlord won't fix the leak in their ceiling. They don't have enough money to get the utility deposits for the new place that they're moving into. A wide variety of housing questions. And our housing counselors help them know what their rights and responsibilities are in the situation and what resources are available to them. We're not part of the city, we're independent advocates, and yet we work in collaboration with the city.
When you've got a house that does not meet standards, it doesn't just affect the particular family, it's affecting the whole street, it's affecting the whole neighborhood. So it's really incumbent upon us to really take a more comprehensive approach to this. I'm so pleased that the Housing Coalition is able to do just that, as they bring together the different stakeholders, whether it's HUD on a federal level, the City of Greensboro on a local level, a volunteer community, a civic community, and of course, having the coalition coordinate it all is really a positive.
The best thing about the Greensboro Housing Coalition is you have a bunch of people lovers here that want to help them live a healthy, safe environment. And people love to help people. If that's, first of all, if that's their patient, and then what can they do if they can motivate her?
And if she's trying to save this home, she needs to go ahead and, start saving some money, because she almost a year that she hasn't made a payment yet.
Affordable housing.
Yes.
How many bedrooms do you need?
Probably two. I
Two.
have a daughter that's 17.
Okay. Is she in school?
She's in school.
Very good, very good.
A study of the health care cost for children's illnesses related to substandard housing showed that it was $95 million in North Carolina in 2006. In the arena of healthy homes, our Lead Safe housing program and rental certification programs are the envy of other communities.
The rental unit certificate of occupancy program. That's the new standard that our city council enacted in 2003 to raise the level of housing and other property in the city of Greensboro.
I work for the Engineering and Inspection Department, the local ordinance enforcement division. Basically what I do is I make sure that the property managers, the owners, the landlords have their property up to code. I've had a call for this unit here, a tenant call stating that spoke with property manager on several occasions trying to get some repairs done and asked if I would come out to do the minimum housing inspection. Maurice Jones.
Yes, sir.
Roddy Covington with the City of Greensboro.
How you doing?
Okay, coming in on your complaint.
Okay.
If a tenant has to vacate the premises ASAP, I'll contact the Housing Coalition, and majority of the times they will find them somewhere to go immediately.
This is the bathroom with the hole in the ceiling. Because obviously every time I think the unit up above us uses the bathroom or anything, it leaks water. So I got a bucket full of water here.
It's leaking.
That's where the ceiling and everything fell out at. And that had a leak in the ceiling bowl. Spiders just took over this room. This was originally supposed to be my daughter's room, but once this started, we had to move her out. Well, within 24 hours, the termites had rebuilt this line and they built this one.
Okay.
This bathroom, we can use the shower, but we can't use the toilet.
It won't flush?
Right. Water will come in, but it'll overflow.
Okay, well, I won't do that. Okay, does that hole go all the way through?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I see that. I'll write this up. I'll send the owners a copy of it. Property manager should take care of them within the time that the city gives them. If not, it's a procedure from this point on, okay?
Okay.
Okay, the basement floor in this building, 1820B, is unsanitary and unclean. We'll notify the property manager of the situation.
The lead-based program that we're also very proud of is saving lives, plain and simple.
Sometimes I ride through, see painters scraping, this lead paint where it's chipping, and children running around playing, and it is so dangerous. You know, because it's pretty hard for painters to paint 10 to 15, 20 years and say there's a new way you need to do it. I've been doing this all. Yeah, but you can poison your children. You can take this thing home to your children on your boots, or on your clothing. And the thing is, a lot of times people don't know kids have lead in them. Actually, kids that have ADHD and have lead poison, the behavior is the same. They're bouncing off the wall and busy and all of that.
It can create hypertension and behavioral disorders in children. There's been some studies that have suggested that people who are prone to violent behavior or criminal behavior have often been subjected to lead poisoning earlier in childhood.
I'm taking this and mixing the chemicals, the dry and the wet one, and this is a check where you can see how it operates. These circles have lead, so you can see once I put the fluid on them. She's turning red. Good morning. How you doing? I'm coming to check your house for lead. Where's the children's bedroom?
It's this one to the back.
Okay. Yeah, there's lead there. So this door does have it, and probably if it have it up there, it's all down here. Yeah, same. They didn't paint just that spot. That shows lead in there and the doorway. How many do you have under 6 or 6 and under? Just one. You need to take them to the health department. It's free. You don't have to have an appointment, and it takes a few minutes. I mean, you just walk in, and then you get the results in 2 weeks. It's going around and seeing places that's bad, but also places that was bad and that they fixed up. When people want to show their places, the bus tour is a great tool. It actually came around, I think some of the board members could not see the things that we saw in the community, and the idea of having a bus tour and taking them kind of was born, and then it got spread out to other people who wanted to go. It gives people, agencies, city officials, regular residents, a chance to see other part of town or see blighted areas that they normally wouldn't see. This time, we are taking people where they can see bad areas, but good areas.
It's worse than just having something ugly hurting your property values, because it's an active place where crime happens on a regular basis, because it attracts the very worst part of your community to come and do things. It costs the taxpayers money because the police are going to be out here to do arrests, to discourage the prostitutes that use the homes, to arrest the drug dealers that use the homes. And that's just, it routinely goes on a regular basis out here. And we're speaking up because we want some sort of relief so our community is a little better.
We're at risk all the time. We do have a few landlords in our community who just won't address their own property, won't keep it up, and we have to bring as much force to bear as we possibly can. So thank you for being here. Take a look. I know you got a lot to do today. Thank you so much for being here.
That's the center of the development, hopefully soon to be replaced by some retail.
Minimum standard does not mean that a house has to be beautiful. It just has to be safe and sanitary.
We are developing a relationship with most of the landlords. Some landlords just don't want to do, and they have to be prompted a little bit more through our relationship with the city, the code enforcers, to actually get them to obey the law. And that helped everybody in the neighborhood and people who live in the house. I'm not sure whether you heard of the baddest hole in Greensboro. Actually, there was about 88 people going into 12 houses that was in there that was really in bad shape, had snakes and rats and roaches in it, and that got taken care of. We're having some of our landlords now who had a history of not doing repair work, that they actually do beginning to do repair work, and a very good job because of the bus tour.
When we did the bus tour, the Agapian families had 63 housing units with code violations that were all owned by family members and managed by Arco Realty. 32 houses and apartments in the last year have been brought up to or exceeding code in the last year. And so we're going to go to 405 Law Street and give Irene Agapian Palomares an award. We wanted you all to see the great work that that Arco has been doing on some of their properties this year. This one needed an awful lot.
Oh, it came a long way.
I'm Irene Agapian Palomares.
This is my brother Basil, and we both work every day and then some in the operation of our dad's first baby, Arco Realty. We basically in 2003, we pretty much decided that we're no longer going to be satisfied with minimum standards. We have just over-insulated it like crazy. Insulated the roof. They're just improvements too numerous to name, but we're really, really proud of everything.
Yay.
Turn it around so we can see it.
I'd like to say I like
like the style of the next generation of your family here. It's really nice to see a vision that it seems like you're having. So just as one person, I'd like to say thank you for being with us today. It might have taken a little courage because some people have not been happy with other things that have gone in the past, but it's great to look forward. It sounds like you're moving ahead. And
you know what? If you're not optimistic, then there's nowhere to go. And so, I mean,
there's other properties around the city his company is doing a great job with. So I think that's the results of the bus tour.
We're going through is falling ceilings, mold and mildew, busted floors. We have some of the residents who complain about the upstairs residents with the ceiling cracking is coming down into the downstairs apartments. There's condemned apartments out here. There's pest control problems. There's a lot of apartments in here that are burned. You can actually see holes in the roof. You can see the sky. I mean, it's actually very ridiculous. It's not a safe environment for our children and a lot of our residents that are here.
They don't want to fix up nothing. This man that owns this place, he needs to make, do something. All he's doing is collecting money. Collecting rent. And he piecing together this and piecing together that. And then I heard somebody say something about they supposed to going up on the rent and this and that. And they can go up all they want. And give me time, I'm out of here.
This roof right here completely fell on me last year. And it was raining from a real bad rainstorm and the roof just collapsed.
Wow. A lot of people are somewhat afraid to speak up in reference to what's going on because of the consequences they may be facing.
This is the code inspector that's looking after this project. This process could take up to 6 months before we get through everything. Either they make the judgment to make the repairs or it winds up being demolished.
The thing is, if you can come into any property that tenants invite you, we were invited out here, we didn't come out here alone. And we're on our way out.
Well, we're getting closer to healthy homes. We had set a 5-year goal of getting all of the programs and policies in place that it would take to get housing in safe condition by the end of 2008. And we're getting close, and in time and in the way the community's coming together.
Had a lady said, "Oh, Miss Cannon, they fixed my porch and my steps. I've been trying to get them to do it for 3 years, and they just came and fixed it, and it looks good and it's safe." I said, things are changing around Greensboro. There's other cities like Durham once would come, sit in on our RUCO meetings, trying to figure out how do we get that, how do we get this law changed, what they can do. I've had people in Florida, in Baltimore, going to conferences to tell them how we get in people's houses.
We would like all of our citizens to have the quality of life that is positive and fruitful for the future. Having said that, join with the coalition, join with your government in order to make our city, our neighborhoods, and our communities that much better. Let's eliminate substandard housing altogether and create housing that we would all be very proud of.